Hey, welcome back to LambChop Builds. How's everyone doing today? This video is going to be the reveal of my build for the Bootleggers Ball group build. A little late, but I didn't start till a week before it was over. But we'll talk a little bit about the 49 Mercury, a little bit of the things I've done. First time I've done a lot of stuff on this, so kind of cool build. It was fun. We'll turn around here and look at it, then we'll talk. We may come back here and talk about it. All right, so for the Bootleggers Ball group build, we built a 49 Mercury sedan. This was a kit. It was kind of started. It was painted. It was purple. Had some blemishes in the paint. I bought this one at the Buckeye Classic this year for $5, and the kit came with some extra parts in it, 2 chrome trees, you know, different things in it. And so I seen I seen the Bootleggers Ball group builds. Like, I need to get in on this with that, and so we did. You guys seen some updates throughout the process. First time I did some weathering, a couple other little things. So with that, let's pull the top off of the box here, and there we are, the 49 Mercury. Let's turn it on here. I'm gonna pull my camera down here. So let's give it a minute here, and we'll be right back. Here we are. We're back with the 49 Mercury. This car was built in 1963. They found it in a field in North Carolina. So these 2 brothers lived. They had a cousin who left home and went to Michigan working for Chrysler, and he worked at an engine plant. And we'll show you what he sent back one time in the spring of '63. Let's take a look at it here. The hood does close. I don't know why it's popped up right there. We got the custom tail lights in it. You can see the weathered bumpers, weathered trim. My first time doing any kind of rusting and the weathering on it. We'll look at it in detail here in a minute here. It's kind of cool looking. All right, we'll be right back. We'll take a look at the interior here. We weathered the dash up. You see some rust on the dash. Steering wheel's got some rust on it. The seats are torn. Probably infested with some mice when they found it, or some rats even. They put the motor in it. They built them a box to haul their moonshine in. They've got a drain in the bottom of the box. They keep a cord to the drain in the cabin there, the interior, with them on the seat. If they're getting chased and feel like they're about to get something happened to them, they'll pull the plug and drain the contents on the road. No evidence. We got the where the emblem would have been on the trunk. We got that drilled out there a little bit to show where it had been screwed in. With like the dog dish wheels, all kit wheels in it. And on the hood here, you can see the little spot right there where the hood emblem was. It was missing when they got the car out of the field. Front bumpers rusted up pretty good. Marker lights, somehow they're not too bad. running lights, whatever. Windshield wipers, a little rust on those. You can see the rust from the wing window rain down off the handles and locks. A little bit of rust around the drip rail here, back towards the back window. Mostly just surface rust throughout. And what kept these boys from getting in trouble was the 426 Hemi their cousin sent down to them. Look at that. Pre-production engine. He was able to divert shipping from one of the NASCAR teams where it was headed. Race team somewhere, he said, to the shop there in North Carolina for him to put it in this. And it would get it too. The fastest car on the road at the time. That was in the moonshining business there. They was able to retain the factory radiator with it. Not much else under there. A couple of hoses. And we'll look at the. And all they had was the taillights. Someone had stripped them off, and so they had found some custom designed ones. Was able to get them on there. But they were also weathered. They didn't have the factory ones in stock at the other junkyard, so they had to pull some custom ones off. Let's pull the exhaust here. Custom made drive shaft for them. And their exhaust, as you can see, nice and clean. They had to bend some metal there, some tube to get it into the factory mufflers. They tried to retain as much stock as they could, not to draw too much attention to themselves. I hope I got everything recorded. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Thought we had a little bit of technical difficulty, but I think we're okay. We were talking about the exhaust here, the drive shaft. We used solder for the exhaust. Use some aluminum tubing for the little connectors right here. Aluminum tubing for my drive shaft. Then I used a smaller piece inside and drilled the rear end out here and stuck it in there. Worked pretty good. Done all right. For the wheels, the tires, rims, these are mounted on some tubing. I drilled the frame out a little bit to get in there. It's sitting a little lower than it would. But, not bad. Looks pretty good. The rear wheels are stock wheel backs from the kit. And everything else there, it's with a different rear end. It might not be the stock was from another kit, from where the Charger rear end that donated a Charger that donated the rear end to it. Came with the engine. How's that? But, this is my first time weathering. The lid for the box there. See down in there, that's where they store their the shine. This was a fun kit to work on. Quick. I was only a couple weeks in it. I had fun with it. I may take it to the show this weekend, and then it'll sit on my shelf. I think it's kind of cool. Cool little thing here. And I used mostly for the paints We got the wash effects, the rust and dark rust. We got that rust. And that one there, model air, and some game colors. A little bit of weathering on the emblems here. A little bit underneath. All in all, I enjoyed doing this. I feel better if I want to weather a kit now. Kind of looking through the window there. Another little looking at the interior. We used some gauges out of gauge decals out of a 32 Ford, just to add a little color in there. If you can see the speedometer there in the middle, rather than just painting it white and being done with it. Weathered the seats up a little bit with some gray and white over the black. It's green carpet and interior with black seats. But you know, it's fun. This was a fun build. I'm sure I want to do more like this now that I've done this one. It's kind of fun. Don't have to worry about the paint job so much. You know, if something happens, it's part of the weathering process with it. The headlights, I had the buckets, but not the lenses. So we filled those with resin glue, just UV'd them. One's a little shinier, brighter than the other. It's not bad. What else we got going on here? I'm trying to think. That's about it. The bumpers turned out pretty good for what they started with as being shiny. Not bad. I was able to weather them up, and they look real. You know, it looks like the chrome's chipping off, faded off of them. More so on the back, it looks like, you know, the underneath the chrome a little better. With that, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, share my channel, tell people about it. You know, I'm at like 550 subs now, so appreciate the viewers and the subs. All my new subscribers, thanks for coming along. We're getting ready to start on doing some hinge work for the shop van, and I'm gonna find something else to work on. Try and keep 2 projects at a time going. That way, if I get bored of one, I got another one going. With that, happy modeling. We'll see you next time.